to take the other speakers as well, Ofer, Nimrod, and Demi, for the great presentations and very relevant presentations, of course, to this in these times. So I would like to start with a short story before we dig into what we do and how we do it. About 3 months ago, on a Monday, 6 p.m. Israeli time, I got a phone call from one of our partners in the US. He said, Eyal, we need your help. I have a friend that got ransomware. After we had a quick conversation with the friend, apparently it was one of the companies that is responsible on the telecommunication infrastructure between the US and Europe. We understood that they had a ransomware attack, and once they tried to recover from backup, guess what? Every time they recover, everything was encrypted again. And they were in this process for about 12 hours until they called us. We told them, okay, let's deploy Minerva and let's help you get back on track. Now, I don't know if you are familiar with the statistics, but statistics indicates, and Nimrod talked about it a little bit on the real life experience, that in order to recover from a ransomware attack, the statistics says that it's about 22 days to recover from an attack. We were able to deploy Minerva in a matter of a few hours in this organization, and they were back on track in less than 36 hours. Now, what Minerva does, we are the first solution in the world that truly mitigates the risk and is able to prevent ransomware. And we coexist with any other endpoint solution. Basically what we do, we close the gap on everything that is able to bypass existing solutions and hit companies. Now let's see how a ransomware attack looks from the organization side, right? They got the encryption, the scary message, oh my God, I got encrypted. And they say, okay, today I had a ransomware attack. But is it really today that they got the ransomware attack? When we look at the attack chain, obviously we can go in deeper to every step, but generally speaking, we see that there is the target research by the bad actor. We see that there is the initial access stage. Then we move to the spread within the network, right? The malware moves from one service to the other within the customers, within the network itself. Today, we also see that the ransomware steals the data in order to get better chances to get the ransom amount. Then we have the encryption and obviously the recovery. Now, the damage level is obvious. When you get to the encryption and recovery, this is the reputation of the customer. This is where the customer needs to shut off all the systems and actually cannot work. Now, in terms of timeline, as I mentioned, the customer thinks, or at least this is how it looks, that this is day one of the attack and the recovery is day 22 and on. But actually, the attack started 6 months before with these steps that the customer, in most of the cases when it's a successful attack, as we see, doesn't even know about them. And the most crucial step in the attack is the spread. Because if you will be able to stop a ransomware attack and one computer got compromised, you just bring a new one. But if the attacker or the ransomware was able to get 60% foothold, this is where the problems begin. Now, in today's world, the focus of solution that exists today, the EDR type of solution, detection-based solutions, are focused mainly on these parts, trying to identify the movement in the network or to stop the encryption after the fact, after something started, and so on. And actually, Minerva focus on all these steps. So we have created a solution that is based on 9 patents, 7 of them are granted, and we are able to prevent the attack at the beachhead stage. And we do the same for the last 7 years, and actually none of our customers have never paid ransom. Today, Minerva have more than 1,000 customers around the world, and we are very proud of the ability to be able to prevent things that the world doesn't even know about. We prevent the unknown type of malwares, the one that try to hide themselves from existing attacks. So for example, as Demi mentioned, we had SolarWind, Kaseya, and so on. So for example, the SolarWind attack was prevented by Minerva 4 months before FireEye published the report, and the Kaseya event as well. Why now? Why ransomware is so important now? So ransomware target business threat, as you know, Taiwan, similarly to Israel, is a huge target, both politically and so on. So we see a huge increase in the cyber attacks. In 2021, on average, every 11 seconds, there was a ransomware attack. The damage was huge financially wise. Of course, the business downtime that we talked about, time to detect and contain a breach, just going higher and higher every year. The bad actors are improving in the way that they hide themselves from existing security solutions. And obviously, the war in Europe doesn't help anyone, right? So more ransom gangs are appearing and generate cryptocurrency income in order to help Russia to handle this. And of course, there's no pure and dedicated anti-ransomware, a solution that everything it does is just to prevent ransomware out there in the world. Minerva in Taiwan. So we understand that the market is driven by partners. We understand there's a big issue and a big concern with ransomware. And we don't have any footprint yet. We started working with Ronen. We introduced the solution, and we see there's a lot of interest. We look for partners in this market to work together and to grow and to offer our products. And this product, besides fits to enterprise and SMEs, and SMBs, of course, is also very good for MSPs and service providers out there. We have many MSPs around the world, and the solution is just built for that, so on. Why Minerva? We have more than 1,000 customers, as mentioned. None of our customers ever paid ransom. We have a dedicated solution that reduces the attack surface. Our patented concept is unique. It's something that besides having the patented technology, we also have a patent on the approach, on the stage that we are able to prevent the ransom. We have also a patented smart backup and self-recovery, because we admit there's no such thing as 100%. There's no cybersecurity solution that can give you 100% coverage. So in case we fail, we have a patented solution that is not based on Microsoft Shadow Copy, that in one click you can gain control back on your data on the endpoint level. We are an enabler for business continuity. As mentioned, we can go into an organization that is under attack, even if it's not a Minerva customer, and bring him back to business very, very fast, within 24 to 48 hours. And the solution is extremely simple. As an IDF veteran, we worked a lot with cybersecurity in the IDF, and we learned how hard it is to maintain and control these type of systems. And we built this tool as easy as possible. So it can help you stop and prevent threats regardless of your team size and the skill set. And one of the most important things in manufacturing and in these worlds, we support legacy system. So Windows XP and up, if it's manufacturing, Windows Server 2003 and up. I will just finish quickly with this among our customers. We have many types of customers in all industries, from manufacturing to critical infrastructures, financials, law firms, telecommunication companies, and all of them use Minerva as the secret sauce in preventing these attacks before any damage has been done in the network. Thank you so much for the opportunity and for being here.